Hi, Vanessa here. Just going to go over the 3 different types of unicorns I do on the job. The first one tends to be a forehead or cheek heart design that I do, depending on the amount of real estate that we've got to use. I've just started doing a rainbow to go with the design to help fill up the space. Sometimes I like to do a sponged, like a eyeshadow, I guess you could say, instead of the rainbow as well. So using the fill bit, I'm going to base out the head of the unicorn. I'm using Tag White, and it's a thick, creamy consistency. Once I've got the head shaped the way that I like it, I'm going to keep using the same one stroke that I used for the rainbow. I didn't like the shade of blush, so I'm going to lighten it a bit. And then I'm going to go in and use 2 of the colours for the hair. And just depending on how much space I've got on whether or not I do like 2 or 3 strands of hair. Now I'm going to get the blue and green for the eyes. And I'm just going to do some flowers using the Mark Reed Lily brush. Wasn't too happy with the consistency, so I just rinsed the brush and I'm reloading. You'll see I make a few mistakes in this video, and one of the things that you should take away from it is to test your petal on the back of your hand. So I'm just going and filling in some spaces with some more flowers and petals. Then I'm going to do some drag and drop petals. And just using a number 2 local nail to do the outline. So as I'm outlining this, I'm just going to go over what I would change if I needed to make this a faster design for a line work event. I would drop off the rainbow, maybe. I might just add like one little swoosh, or I might just add some teardrops. I would leave off the flowers, or I might just do one little flower next to it. I wouldn't fuss quite so much with all the eyelashes and trying to get everything quite so perfect. And I might just switch to poofer glitter instead of adding the fairy snuff glitter that I've used. I probably would still do the highlights, especially in the eye. I find they look a little soulless without that, and I think it's one of the biggest things in a unicorn design. Having the highlights in the eye really brings it to life. And the practice mat that I am painting on is actually one of my own designs, and I've just printed it out and laminated it. I will include a link below to my Etsy store, which has the JPEGs available for purchase that you can download and print yourself as many times as you like. Lots of starbursts. And then some fairy snuff to finish it off. The neon one that I'm using is probably the most popular requested one by the kids. So now we're going to do a over the eye design. This one is quite fast, I find. I like to use this one probably more than the first design for line work events. I find it also more suitable for kids that have uh, lower hairlines, I guess you can say. I can make it a lot more condensed. And I'm using yet another one of the global palette cakes. If you don't have a filbert brush, I highly recommend getting one. I use my filberts all the time. I can work on a flat edge, I can work on the thin edge. I can do so much of my designs using the same brush. I use it for making leaves, as you'll see. And I've actually just decorated my brush with glitter. um, Using like a resin nail polish that I've UV set. Should you be interested, I might do a tutorial on that one day. And I'm using yet another one of the Global / Fusion mini cakes from their palettes. I really enjoy the paint consistency and the colour intensity in them. So they seem to be my go-to. I'm just finishing it off with some fairy snuff in holographic. So we're going to finish up with my most popular requested at birthday party designs. This is where they want to be the unicorn rather than have a picture of a unicorn. Again, using really thick, creamy white paint with my filbert, basing it out and evening it up, adding some blush, and then going in with my filbert and pretty much whatever one stroke appeals to me. I pick up two colours and I will do the rest of the design using those colours. And I probably would base it off whatever the child's wearing. So if they're wearing a purple top and pink pants or blue pants, I'd base it on those colours to try and match. And I'm going to screw up my flowers here. You'll see I was going for a single petal and I ended up changing it to a double just because I wasn't happy with the shape of the flower. And then I'm going to use my filbert again to do the leaves, picking up the blue and green. and I use a twisting motion to get the point. I don't tend to do a mane on my unicorns. I tend to do the flowers. I generally just am never happy with how the mane looks once I'm finished the design. And I'm still using the number 2 low Cornell. I'm just using a heavier hand to get thicker lines this time. On most girls, I probably won't do eyeliner, but if they're older or if I think they're going to be able to handle me painting right on their eyelash line, well, not right on it, but close to the eyelash line, then I will do it, but 9 times out of 10 I won't. And then the obligatory sparkles for the unicorn to make it magical looking. And then I'm using fairy snuff once again. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed my quick tutorial. Please leave a comment and like my video. Thanks for watching.